Hi everybody. Today we are going to take a look at the €2 2005 commemorative coins. This was the second year of minting, and still few countries took part in the minting. Let's start the review of coins according to the chronology of the release, and the first coin minted was €2 of Luxembourg. The coin of Luxembourg is called 3 Anniversaries. It depicted 3 significant events for Luxembourg. The first two are the 50th anniversary of the reigning monarch Henri Nassau, and the 5th anniversary of the reign of Henri Nassau. On the coin, these events are depicted as the portrait of Henri Nassau and the year of birth under the portrait. The third event is the 100th anniversary of the death of Duke Adolphe of Luxembourg. The coin also depicts the portrait of Duke Adolphe and the year of death. On the outer ring of the coin, the name of the country and 12 stars of the European Union. Below is the year of minting, to the right of it is the sign of the Finnish mint, to the left of the year of minting is the letter designation of the Finnish mint. The circulation of this coin is 2,800,000, on eBay such a coin was recently sold at a price of $5.12. The lowest selling price for this coin on eBay is now $4.80. The Belgian coin is also associated with Luxembourg, and is dedicated to the Belgium-Luxembourg Economic Union. In the center of the coin are 2 portraits, Duke Henri of Nassau of Luxembourg, and King Albert II of Belgium. Near the portraits are the monograms of the monarchs, H. Henri Nassau, and A. Albert II. Also under the portrait of Albert II, there is a sign of the engraver LL, this is Luc Louix. It was he who developed the design of the reverse for all everyday euro coins, and since Luc is a Belgian, he also makes obverse for commemorative coins of Belgium. On the outer ring are 12 stars of the European Union, the mark of the Belgian mint, and the mark of the director of the mint. The circulation of this coin is 6 million pieces, on eBay the recent sale was at a price of $10.21, now the cheapest lot with this coin is sold at a price of $9.95. In Spain, they decided to celebrate the 400th anniversary of the first edition of the novel Don Quixote by Miguel de Cervantes. On the coin, they decided to depict the most famous scene from the book, the fight against windmills. Don Quixote himself is in the center of the coin, and windmills are visible behind him. Also to the left of Don Quixote there is an indented inscription of the country, Spain, and an interesting solution for 12 stars of the European Union, 4 stars are also indented here. There is also a sign of the Madrid mint near Don Quixote. The mintage of this coin is 8 million, on eBay such coins were recently sold at prices ranging from $5 to $14. Now the cheapest price of such a coin is $5. In World War II, Austria fought on the side of Hitler, and after the defeat of the Nazis, Austria was occupied by the Allied forces. This lasted 10 years, until 1955, when Austria signed an agreement on the permanent neutrality of Austria, which is still observed. In Austria, the day of signing the Treaty of Neutrality is celebrated as Independence Day. Coin of 2005, dedicated to the 50th anniversary of the signing of the Austrian Neutrality Treaty. In the upper part there is an inscription in German, the 50th anniversary of the State Treaty, and below the seals and signatures of the ambassadors and foreign ministers of the USSR, Great Britain, the USA and France. In the background, vertical stripes are visible, which serve as a heraldic description of the national flag of Austria. This coin was minted in 7 million circulation, and given that commemorative coins will not be minted often in Austria, this coin, despite the large circulation, is one of the most expensive Austrian €2 coins. Recent sales on eBay have been at prices ranging from $4.95 to $12. Now the cheapest lot with such a coin costs $4.82. The coin of Finland is also dedicated to memorable events. This is the 60th anniversary of the UN, and the 50th anniversary of Finland's membership in the UN. They decided to depict these events with the help of a dove of peace, which is assembled from a puzzle. At the bottom there is an inscription abbreviation Finland, United Nations. The initials of the engraver, and the sign of the director of the mint. The coin has a circulation of 2 million, with recent sales on eBay ranging from $4 to $9. Now the cheapest lot with such a coin costs $6.40. October 29, 2004, the draft European Constitution was presented in Rome. It was one of the largest and most comprehensive constitutions in the world, with 450 articles and 60,000 words. This constitution could change the face of the European Union, but for its adoption it was necessary that all member states ratify it. This did not happen. The Constitution of the European Union was never adopted. Instead, in 2007 in Lisbon, they signed a reform treaty. In simple words, this agreement is a very simplified version of the European Constitution. And the Constitution itself will no longer come into force. But in 2005, the European Constitution was still in the process of being ratified, and Italy was unaware that it would not eventually be ratified. Therefore, in 2005, Italy minted a coin dedicated to the anniversary of the European Constitution. In the center of the coin is depicted the mythical Europe, seated on the bull of Zeus. Europe holds the Constitution and the pen in her hands, symbolically indicating the signing of the Constitution. Letter R, Roman mint. Letters RA, Republic of Italy. Engraver's initials. On the outer ring there are 12 stars of the European Union and the inscription in Italian, Constitution of Europe. The circulation of the coin is a large 18 million. Such coins were recently sold on eBay at prices ranging from $4 to $6.69. Now the cheapest item on eBay is $3.05. In 1905, Einstein published his most important papers in which he explained Brownian motion, introduced the special theory of relativity, described how the photoelectric effect can be explained by quantizing light, which marked the beginning of quantum mechanics. And he also developed his famous formula E equals mc squared. In 2005, in honor of the centenary of those events, the world decided to make this year the Year of Physics. San Marino has issued a coin dedicated to the World Year of Physics. The center of the coin depicts a loose interpretation of an allegorical painting by Galileo Galilei, known as La Fisica Antica, or Exploration of the Planets. The year of minting is depicted below the globe, and 12 stars of the European Union alternate with a stylized image of an atom. Letter R, Roman mint. And the engraver's initials. The coin has a circulation of 130,000, with recent sales on eBay ranging from $90 to $152. Now such a coin can be bought at a price of $77. On August 12, the world celebrates International Youth Day. This holiday was established by the UN, and its purpose is to draw the attention of governments to the problems of youth, as well as to raise awareness about Youth Day and raise funds for its funds. Every year the foundation itself declares the year of struggle with some problem and attracts young people to solve this problem. The Vatican in 2005 issued a coin dedicated to the International Youth Day in Cologne. The coin depicts the famous Cologne Cathedral, as well as a comet flying over it. In a semicircle is the inscription in Italian 20th International Youth Day. Letter R, Roman mint. In small print, the initials of the artist and the initials of the engraver. The circulation of the coin is 100,000 pieces, and this coin is the most expensive €2 coin of the Vatican. There have been no recent sales on eBay, and the cheapest lot with this coin is $228. The entire value of the 2005 €2 commemorative coin collection, at the lowest prices of today's sale on eBay, is $339. That's all, stay tuned for future releases, and don't miss out on your expensive coin.